Welcome to this brand new exciting video where I will personally rank what I believe to be the top 10 players in Catan.
Oh, she's the one, Cole. Oh,
Passion, power, play. JD on Broadway.
There are a few rules to consider though before we get into the rankings. Rule number 1. I must have played at least a few games with this player in voice chat. Because I am primarily a King of Catan player, I don't have the experience to speak for other servers. Therefore, they must be in the KOC server. Players that do not frequently use voice chat are excluded. Rule number 2. They must be both extremely active at some point and have done exceptionally well to be put on this list. Therefore, players that have notable achievements but not much activity will not be included. Rule number 3. This is a personal list, so I'm not using purely facts, but I am also speaking from personal experience on these players' skills. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to mention, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe and like button. If you'd also like to comment, it seriously helps me and my algorithm to help this video hit as many viewers as possible. Thank you for your continued support. Enjoy the video! First, let's go over the honorable mentions. I have 2. Our first honorable mention is 24 Carat, aka Sunset Silence. Although this player is new to the game, I believe he has the potential to become one of the better players out there. This is primarily due to the way he controls the table, and as I've personally witnessed from the games he's played in our past Proven Competitive League season. He has also qualified for finals, scoring 3 out of 24 players. The table control he has due to his exceptional skill with table talk puts him on this list. A fun fact about Sunset is that he's from Chicago. The second player in the honorable mentions is someone who I believe to be one of the best players out there, although not active anymore. Catan. What makes this player especially good is his persistence. He is one of the few players who achieved a 40% win rate in 75 games. He is also unique in the sense that he plays for himself, which may sound odd, but it's actually a strategy that he uses. Catan has an insane board presence where he's able to see through many different situations and apply the best current idea to help his position. A fun fact about Catan is that his favorite aspect of the leagues in KOC is that games are played with voice chat, which allows you as a player to improve and learn about negotiation and table talk. Now that we have the honorable mentions completed, let's get into our top 10 list. Coming in at number 10, we have the big bad Delighted. You all know him, you all love him. And if you don't know him, you're probably living under a rock. With over 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, Delighted is a name who has grown our game. Let's go over his overall performance. Delighted has played in 6 regionals according to Tricosaurus' top 10 video, which I'll leave in the description, and has won 2 while making the finals in the other 4. In addition to this, he has broken top 100 in Catan Universe, which is not an easy feat. He has also won 49% of his 79 games on King of Catan, making his win rate absolutely bonkers. Although known for his infamous form of table talk, Delighted is exceptionally good at making other players know he's a dominant threat on the board while still getting amazing trades. The only reason he is not higher on this list is because I have limited experience with him, so it doesn't feel fair to put him higher. A fun fact about Delighted is that he has dropped out at Settlers League right before I could play him.
Adios, amigo!
Nah, but in all seriousness, a fun fact about him is that he has played Mr. Beast in a Catan game and has a video about it. Coming in at number 9, we have Azan, who has again and again proven to be an exceptional player. He is another player who has a 40% win rate in the last 75 games, and has won the base season that I qualified for. Rip the dream, which was season 31 in King of Catan. Not only this, but Azan has experience in real life playing in the New York qualifiers, which are some of the hardest qualifiers in the world. But most of his impressive feats is ranking number 2 in the current Premier League season and winning his previous season. So by the time this video is uploaded, he may have won a second Premier League final. Anyone who has done this well should be well appraised.
Wow!
Coming in at number 8 is Hakuna Matata. He, in my opinion, is one of the most tactical players out there. He has posted a lot of fun strategy videos on YouTube, which I'll go ahead and link his channel in the description below. One cool thing about Hakuna is that he is very fun and respectful when played against, while still providing some serious heat in his table talk. The reason he is ranked so highly is due to his strong performance in the Settlers League, one of the hardest online Catan tournaments known to date, scoring 3rd place overall. He is also ranked Division 1 in Catan Champs, making the finals too. Hakuna has also won a regional in Texas. A fun fact about Hakuna is that he is admin on the Catan Champ server, volunteering his time to make our experience playing the game awesome. At number 7, an undisputed rock star, we have Dandy Drew. While performing second in the TSL, he is also one of the best sources of information for Catan strategy, frequently posting in Catan Champs. He is also Division 1 on Champs and has actually won a final. He is known for inventing what I believe to be an amazing strategy that I will cover in a future video known as Side by Side, where you place two settlements near proximity of each other, attempt to play an or wheat sheep or road hybrid while making yourself very difficult to block. He also has in real life experience making it to the final table of a regional qualifier with Delighted. He holds the record for most wins in a season, 11 out of 15 games, has 5 open tournament wins in Catan community, holding the record, and has hit top 14 in Catan universe. A fun fact about Dandy Drew is that he believes Road to be an underappreciated win condition over Army, which I strongly agree with.
You fight with the strength of many men, Sir Knight.
He has provided a lot of insight into games and proves that he is an exceptional player and is one to be feared. The next player holds a special place in my heart. We have Serp at number 6. Some notable achievements of his is getting into the Premier League finals twice, while also winning the entire Settlers League. He has also won a base season on King of Catan, but his most impressive skill is the way he maneuvers around coming out of bad situations. He has been known to slow play his development cards and has come out on top of seriously bad positions. He is also known as one of the few players that I know that makes almost zero mistakes and is calm and collected under pressure.
Wow! Okay!
It should be noted that he is one of the few players that I have not beaten on this list. Winning the entire Settlers League is significant if you consider the fact that it paired you against dozens of other qualified candidates. And Serp has proven, despite bad fortune, that you can pull out on top. While barely scraping by the semifinals of the Settlers League, he went to take it home, bringing pride to his home server, King of Catan. A fun fact about Serp is that he is from Turkey. And an additional fact is when I placed the cash bid on his final, I collected a nice amount of money when he won. Coming in at number 5, we have a partner of mine who is known as the Wizard. We have Reg. Reg is primarily known for his success with winning the Premier League and 2 base King of Catan seasons, making it to the finals in 3 more. Reg has also made the finals of 3 Premier League seasons, which is an extremely impressive achievement. In my opinion, Reg is the true competitor that I fear in play, and sometimes I block him in game due to how scared I am of him. What makes Reg special is his ability to make somewhat a bad situation into an amazing one. He, similarly to Serp, have a specifically tuned-in playstyle where you play a slow early and mid-game and create a large jump toward the end. For the final he did win, he won with double 8-3-4, as an example. His placements, although sometimes controversial, provide a unique aspect into the game that should be appreciated by high-level players and newer players alike. Reg is also one of the players that you really enjoy playing with voice chat. We've played a lot of games together with Necden, with Reg winning a sizable majority of them. A fun fact about Reg is that he and I both volunteer for King of Catan's playoff season for the base and cities and knights. At number 4, we have Ebox, who helped me create this list, but didn't get a say in where I placed him. Ebox is a well-known and well-respected member of the King of Catan community, and similarly to Reg, has done an interview which I will leave in the description. He is a 3-times finalist for the Premier League and a champion of the Season 7 Premier League, and has also won a King of Catan base season. Ebox is from Canada and is participating with many other King of Catan members in the upcoming Canadian National Championship. In Ebox's interview, he explains his strategy in detail. Ebox primarily focuses on production, number coverage, and flexibility, which offers his strength to showcase to many players amongst the community. Ebox has played in a final against my previous list number 2 player, K20, in an MSO tournament. But overall, Erik is a great guy and a great player who is tactical and smart with the way he trades and talks. Although infamous for being a slow player, he thinks his plans out thoroughly and explores every possibility when playing, which is why he's done considerably well in the Premier League seasons. A fun fact about Ebox is that once in a finals game, he took 15 minutes to place down a single road.
Get moving, you stupid! When I'm kicking you, that means hurry up! Come on!
In the number 3 slot, we have one of the most unique characters to the pool. We have RealQc himself. RealQc has been around KOC with me for a long time and is well known for hitting Worlds Finals back in 2018. In his game, he placed it on 9-12, which although by most is seen as a terrible move, he actually had logic and reasoning behind the play. I would say out of this entire list, RealQc has the most originality with his setups, and likes to make moves that are seen as weird to us, but are actually genius. RealQc has won a Premier League final, and has made a few finals for KOC's playoffs. He is also currently in the finals for this current Premier League season, similarly to Azan, who might end up winning a second one. But, as most know, playing with RealQc is a fun experience. He posts a lot of good insight in the KOC strategy discussion channel, which I still quite often look into to see what he has to say. I will say though, he is extremely humble. RealQc doesn't think he is as good of a player as he actually is, which I personally find kind of amusing. A fun fact about RealQc is that he loves to make fun of official Catan posts where the boards aren't set up properly. But alas, as we're approaching the final, who do you think my top 2 players are? Take your guess now in the comment section down below. In the number 2 position, we have one of the best card trackers and decision makers, the human calculator himself, Winters. Winters originates from Germany, where the game was created. He has been playing since 1999 and online since 2020. His most impressive feats are winning Premier League Season 6, winning Catan Cup, being Division 1 in Catan Championships, and being a finalist in the Cities and Knights Catan Championship first season. In Winner's own words, he looks at ideas to win the game in uncommon ways, which is a secret he has yet to reveal. I do have a memory of playing with him a long time ago where I actually lost my temper in our game, and as a result had him blocked, allowing me to win, but he handled it very professionally and accepted my apology afterwards, which is something I will always remember. As I recall in this game, he was able to quickly call out the fact that I had a city in hand, when I could buy devs, and how close I was to winning. This is something I feel like is a unique skill that a lot of players do not actually possess. A fun fact about Winners is that he shares a common theme with Ebox for changing his name due to the way people pronounce it. His name comes from the initials of his name, THK. And finally, last but certainly not least, coming in at number 1, we have Raymond. Raymond is probably my closest friend as I write this on Discord at the moment, but I promise my reasoning for placing him is not so quite biased. In the 3 Premier League seasons Raymond has participated in, he has been in the finals twice, while also being in the semifinals for our most recent one, barely missing the finals by 1 point. He has also repeatedly been at the top with Danny Drew for the best season performance overall in Catan Champs, and has hit the finals before, although hasn't won one just quite yet. But this is not the reason why we decided to put him at the top. Raymond, in my opinion, is undisputed in 2 categories as being the best player in online play. The first being in table talk. Raymond has a significant board presence, being able to control the board in the way he speaks without coming across as aggressive. As he explains himself, he trusts people a lot in the way he plays, and as a result they end up trusting him, which leads to him getting a lot of wins. His other category is being the number 1 or wheat sheep player. Raymond is 100% committed to the or wheat sheep strategy and plays it in even controversial setups. As he explained to me, a development card is never bad. A knight is always worth 1 card plus an additional card of your choice from another player through extortion, and VPs and monos are game-winning cards. I do believe that Raymond, if he continues to play, will be winning a lot of these finals in his future. And if you've ever played a game with him before, you'll understand what I mean. A fun fact about Raymond is that I've taught him a multitude of games that I enjoy, and we've also worked together on creating my own game. If you've enjoyed the video, like I said, stay tuned for more, and I'll check you guys out next time. See you later!